Okay, I'm going to repot some orchids my sister gave me, but first I'm going to do a little intro. And let's see if it works out. That was boring, but whatever. And that was boring as well. Okay. So, what we're going to do with these orchids today, my sister bought me 3 orchids, and, well, she didn't, they dropped their flowers. I'm taking off my shoes, sorry. And they're just babies. They're little baby orchids. And, let's see if I can't find a way for you guys to see this well. Okay, well, I'll stay really low. This one's already been repotted, or has it? I don't know. But what I did, no, it has not been repotted yet. What I did was I cut a few holes inside of this because I don't have an orchid pot right at this moment, so this is going to have to work. And this is actually a rough process, and lots of people think they need to be really delicate with orchids, but that's not very true at all. You need to really get in there and really rip those orchids and get that old rot out, because this old rot will make your orchid die really fast. And this is called sphagnum moss, and it's not good for your plants unless it's in very small amounts, which what I use very small amounts of it. And it just makes the watering more long. It increases longevity, and it's quite hard to get out of there, and you're going to find that you feel like you're ripping up the roots a little bit, but you are, and that's okay. And we just want to get rid of all of that. I mean, we really want to just get rid of all of it and just keep working for it. There's certain times when you're going to snap things and everything's fine. It's going to live just a lot better in this situation. Get all of that out of there. And it's incredible how much of this stuff can be left. I mean, see how much was stuffed in that one little thing. It's incredible. Get rid of the rest of it in the bottom there. Okay. I have a for it right here. It's not an orchid pot. An orchid pot normally looks like this, and it's got holes in the side of it, and it's really cool. But this one hasn't successfully liked it very much. This one has, though. This one really has loved the orchid pot so much that it's actually put a root out. Looks kind of like a penis. And it's really loving this this life that it's living right now. The other person that I'm going to repot today is him, and he's gonna love it. But right now we're gonna do this one, and I don't know if you can see it. If you, yeah, you can. There we go. Okay, so we remove all this. Find this, and we put a little tiny bit at the bottom after putting a rock at the bottom normally, because it just the soil still stays in a lot better, excuse me. And after I put it down there, I don't want to put too much soil like inside of the root ball, because it really likes to be root bound, and its roots grow quite fast as far as I can see. I mean, and so I'm doing it from both sides, adding from both sides, trying to make it even. And this is what I'm using. I'm using a mixture of perlite, orchid mix, and sphagnum moss. And it's about half and half for the perlite. Well, no, more like, well, yeah, it's about half and half for the perlite and the soil, and then about less than a quarter of sphagnum moss, just because you don't want it to die. I mean, it will die if you put too much sphagnum moss in there. And what I'm doing right now is pushing kind of the roots into each other, and that's okay because it really does like to be root bound. Like, it that's how they live in nature. So I might have to use almost all of this to get it really well stationed in there. And take it off the bottom. This might take a little while, but bear with me here for a minute. Needs more. If you want to give it to someone as a gift, then I would say putting just a little tiny bit on the top and making it look pretty, and then telling them to remove it later because it's not going to live as long. Unless they don't want it to live, because there's lots of times when people give you plants as gifts and you never wanted the damn plant to begin with, and now you have to take care of it, and every time that you see them, they're going to ask how that plant is, and yeah, no, you don't want that. This is what you really, really want. I mean, this is a nice size, and a nice size orchid to go into it, except for I really would have had a smaller pot for it. So normally what I would do is put something like that inside of that, but I don't have that option right now. So what I did was I did the exact same thing with these two that I got in their storage containers, and made them into, you know, usable orchid containers. And I think they'll like where they're living right now. They just lost some what do they call those? The stalks, flower stalks. So they're gonna grow them back quite soon. I wonder what kind they're gonna be, because my sister didn't tell me. So it'll be very, very fun to see. The other ones that I have so far, quite amazing. I'll take a look at I mean, again, at this one. This is my biggest baby. You've seen it from this angle. That flower stalk in there came only up like a month after everything else. Now this one, I used a special method, which I want to share with everyone, that is kind of well known, so it's not a big secret. This is a new flower stalk right here, and it's because last time I cut it right here, and I'm going to cut it right now to see if it'll work again, but I doubt it will. You cut it right out, see the node right there, oh sorry, see the node, and cut right there, right after the node, and maybe not, you'll get a second growth. Okay, well that's my tutorial on growing orchids. These are my point shoes that I've been working on, so I'll do another video on those. Oh, those my dad's leather tips that he put on there, that he amazingly put on there. Wonderful. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, rate, and comment, and it's great talking.